But to that point, that we are now overly politically correct, and had they not caught these guys in Australia, people would have lost their lives for it, and violently so. What do you think?
You know, I've today been in a small northern town in Lancashire called Rochdale, where a huge scandal emerged last year, and it showed that young white working class girls, most of whom had come from very disadvantaged backgrounds and were being looked after in care by the local authorities, were being systematically, almost industrially, sexually abused and groomed before that by Pakistani Muslim men who'd come into this country. And this was known. It was known by the child protection officers. It was known by the local Labour-run authority. It was known by the police force, who received several complaints. And you know what they did? Nothing. Because they feared if they said anything or did anything, they might appear to be racist. And then it leads on to more. It leads on to whole districts becoming no-go zones for the police. It leads on to Sharia law actually being implemented in parts of British cities. And then after that it leads to British citizens going off to Syria and Iraq to fight the Islamic State. Absolutely clear is if we in Britain and America and the West, if we people who come from Christian cultures and believe in democracy value them, we better stand up and start fighting for them. We're against other religions. Far from it. We can be tolerant. Of course we can. I mean, this country, Britain, has always been tolerant of different cultures and communities, but we have to accept that our society is based on the rule of law and based on the fact that every individual must be treated equally.
Prior visit. The other side is very intolerant of our being intolerant. You know, it goes back and forth.
Thurrock in Essex has had better times. Deepwater docks that hired workers to haul goods, not shopping, and paid good wages to pay for it. But mechanisation and 0 hours contracts means less so now. It has a rapidly changing community, and immigration is a word as common here as the desire to make your heritage very clear. Population that has now had a Labour and Tory MP is being fiercely wooed by UKIP. One ex-Labour man is on the council for them.
Way behind this country regards, say, schools, housing, jobs, you name it. I mean, you've only got to look around. You go on any building site you wish, and you'd be lucky if you hear an English voice. We don't blame them, the guys coming over, because obviously for where they're from, they're trying to better themselves. But what about us? What about our people? Surely we should come first.